Welcome to the Path of Least Resistance. Today we're going through the February 2025 monthly challenges, 1 through 10. The first one is Jhin. Special rules is minimalist. Game start. The player starts with 2 extra mana gems but doesn't get more at round start. For this we're going to be using Darius, and there he is. Pretty much anything should be fine. It's a level 1 quest. No reason to think too hard on it. You always do want cost reduction, but again, it's not going to matter too much. Going to Jhin, whose power is elaborate plans. Players' units have Nexus Strike, create a fleeting blade's edge in the foe's hand. So yeah, we just play cards and win the game. Challenge 2 is Zoe. For Challenge 2, 3, and 4, we're going to be using Kayle with Starfire Spellblade, chosen by the stars, and Secret Technique. I don't know if this is optimal, but it's what I've been going with. Zoe's special rules are Unstoppable Force and Power of Observation, so all allies have +3/+3, Overwhelm, and Can't Block, and all players summon a Hextech Observatory. And again, we can take anything, it's an early adventure. Doesn't actually matter. If you were to get something good here, it might make it more fun to play. But I mean, overall, it's not going to make a huge difference. And we go into Zoe, whose power is Sparky Kiddo. Round start, create a random 3 or less cost celestial card in the foe's hand, give it fleeting, and reduce its cost by 1.
Those who need it. These jewels are more than mere trinkets.
And same as before, we're just going to play cards. Level up Samira, but I don't think it actually matters. We're not going to be able to take advantage of that rally anyway. Challenge 3 is Viktor and Fiora. Special rules are on guard. Round start, create a fleeting single combat in all players' hand. And we're using Kayle again. Yeah, and we can just take anything. And Fiora's power is time to duel. When the foe challenges an enemy, they get tough. Winged Messenger's pretty good because it has elusive.
It is for the divine to dispense justice. Remember my words. Hey! Be brave. Strength and grace, beauty in the blade.
So you could Blessing a Targon here, and then Shield Vault, or actually not Shield Vault, single combat Fiora. And I'll get Kayle to level up probably. And then that wins the game. And we go into Viktor, whose power is beyond mere flesh, which is evolved for the enemy. We're going to want to play something low cost here. That'll let us play Blessing the Targon. Goal was to hit a Kayle, which it did. With the Quick Strike Blade, we'll get that extra early attack. And we can Shield Vault here. Blessing a Targon. Single combat, remove our opponent. Levels Kayle. Challenge number 4 is Karma. Special rules are Forest Workout. All units have strike double my power. We're using Kayle again. Because it's Karma, we'll start with 10 mana gems, so that does matter when you're picking something. I mean, not really in this case because we're just going to win anyway, but if this were like a later adventure, you'd want to pay attention to that. Kind of want to take that Spirit Refuge. I don't think it's actually super helpful, but looks nice. And here we're going to look for something like Radiant Armor, just for the plus stats since we're going to have 10 mana gems anyway. And we'll keep the Shen in hand. Hopefully we'll draw into a Kayle. We didn't. Play Shen though. Would be nice to have Overwhelm here, but I think if we give everything Barrier, we should be able to win regardless. Because we also have Stand United. Challenge number 5 is Viego and Taliyah. Special rules are Shadow Isles discount, and when the foe plays a spell, grant its weakest unit +1/+1. For this we're using Darius, Stalker's Blade, Caulfield's Warhammer, and Starforged Gauntlets. This gives us extra mana. Makes Darius playable. And Rise is kind of fun. So we'll pick him. This Rictus is actually really good. Wouldn't hurt to pull it. And take Quick Strike Blade on Darius and go into Taliyah, whose power is Teen power. Round start, the foe summons a landmark from their region that costs 2 or less. And keep the Legion Grenadier, we can play it twice.
Sun's been
Now we can drop Darius. Levels up, you get another attack. If this were to get blocked, we have another attack. I'll take Black Cleaver. And ideally we'd want some sort of cost reduction. Anti-up is maybe too risky. We don't start with 4 mana gems. Second Black Cleaver sounds funny though. And we go into Viego, whose power is Sovereign's Domination. I think. Sovereign's Dominion. One of those. Sovereign's Domination. Round start. Foe summons an ephemeral copy of the player's strongest follower that died last round. Can beat that by never playing a follower. I don't think that's correct, but you could do that. Just not gonna block there.
Let me show you what I can do.
And here we have 15 power.
I love a taste of the action. My turn.
And we win! For challenge 6 we have Irelia. Special rules are repetition. When any player plays a spell, they copy it with the same targets. So Irelia, when she does, I forget what it's called, her champion spell, she's gonna do that twice. Blade Dance, Flawless Duet. And then Heroics, which is Poppy's power. Round start, grant the foe's strongest ally +1/+1 for each of their other allies. For this we're going to be using Annie with Dreadway Chase Gun, 2 of those, and Luden's Tempest. Idea is we start the game and then automatically win it. And ideally we'd get like Stabilize here so that we get an extra Annie on play, but Farsight Alteration is fine too. And then Irelia's power is Infinite Blade Waltz. When the foe blade dances, they grant their strongest unit +1/+1 and it attacks with the blades. This is primarily what makes Irelia strong.
Hey, Krabby.
That's my resting face.
So I think I'm fine dropping this here. Then we'll drop Annie, and then more or less this was the plan. Challenge 7 is Gangplank and Karma. Special rules are Vestige of Helia. All spells cost 1 less, all units have Spell Shield, and Formless Magic round start. Create a Fleeting Deny in the foe's hand, it costs 2. Using Darius again, I don't know if I said that already. Darius doesn't have to really think about casting spells or Spell Shield being important, so that's why we are using him. I'm fine taking this Irelia, sounds fun. If there was cost reduction on Decimate, I would have taken it. Rally on Crimson Disciple sounds pretty good. And we go into Gangplank, whose power is the Saltwater Scourge. Round start, the foe summons a Powder Keg. The first time the foe starts the round with less than 15 health, they create a Dreadway in hand. So this is the lesser version of it. The better version of it summons a Dreadway. And these Death's Hands are obviously not going to be very useful.
Nothing like the stink of blood and sweat.
I'm not sure what I want to drop here. I think the Ribbon Dancer is probably fine.
Say your farewell.
And next turn we can play Irelia. We're not worried about the Powder Kegs because we have Spell Shield. power riff on Irelia. With the double attack, I feel like Irelia is super strong here. This will take Quick Strike Blade and go into Karma. Use power is guided meditation. Game start, everyone has 10 mana gems. So we'll keep the Crimson Disciple for the rally.
Answer lies within.
And here we just drop Irelia.
Freedom grows. Many past lives in a single.
Karma can't do anything.
Drill one, drill two. Shoulder set, blades sharpened. Plant that lead foot. Don't worry, I've danced this 100 times.
Line up.
Next round we just attack, win the game.
Align around me. Our ancestors are fixed once more.
Challenge 8 is Jinx. For this we're going to be using Aatrox, mostly because I wanted to play some Aatrox. Using Crown Guard Inheritance, Stalker's Blade, and Disciple of Shadows. Special rules are Mountain's Peak. Game start, the foe summons a Targon's Peak. Round end, all players draw 1. If this hits World Ender, you win the game. And then Adore Abyss, transform the player's strongest follower into a 1/1 squirrel and silence it. And I don't think it super matters what we take here. You get like -2 cost on everything, that would be really good. Natural magic. And then for champion item chest, we're also going to be looking for cost reduction here. Probably should have taken the -1, but we did roll into anti-up, which is great. And then Jinx's powers rocket skill, boom. When the foe attacks, they play a super mega death rocket. So what we're going to do is play Aatrox and win the game.
Dance for Jinx? Anything else?
As you can see, World Ender's already down to 5, 4, 1.
Pledge to the dark within.
Star could withhold your power from us.
We want to get some units down and put some equipment on them that'll turn them into the Darkens. Although it doesn't matter, I guess, if Aatrox is hitting for 36. Challenge 9 is Caitlyn and Azir. Special rules are Dune Striders, which is stream discount, and Sandboarding. When the foe gets the attack token, they summon a Roiling Sands. I'm going to be using Annie again. This won't be as good as the last time we used Annie because we don't have repetition. It should be fine. This is an early adventure, we're not really worried about anything. I think I'll take this Lucian. And we go into Azir, whose power is the Emperor's Army. All Sand Soldiers have +2/+0. I guess his Sand Soldiers.
There's a chill in the air.
Come on, Tipper. It's point time.
One short of winning is a little unfortunate, but it's fine. Stun it Azir, so it can't do anything here. Actually, could have stunned him with Spellslinger. That would have been better. And there's no way he survives this. I'm gonna take a second focusing crystal. Deathless is pretty good. I don't think it'll actually go off. And then Caitlyn's powers on the case. Round start, the foe plants one flash bomb trap in the top 8 cards of the opponent's deck.
When tribe calls, a reply is proper.
Drop Annie. I'm happy to let Annie die here. The only problem with that is that I can't play these warning shots, which I want to play, so Annie gets to live. That was kind of likely. We'll just stun here. And I think we can just win by playing a Death's Hand or two.
Where there's fire, there's timbers!
And finally for this set, Challenge 10 is Ezreal and Tahm Kench. Special rules are Savage Mysticism. Round start, each player gets a Mana Gem and Demacian Might. When one of the foe's units strikes, grant it +1/+1. For this we're going to be using Vex with Echoing Spirit, Fear Cleaving Axe, and Wicked Harvest. I don't think that's actually a good build, but it's what I've been using, so we're going to go with it. I think it might be a bad build, but I haven't quite figured out what to do instead, so. Kind of fine getting more pie toss here. Going to Ezreal, whose power is Target Practice. Round start, the foe gets a fleeting Static Shock. If they have leveled up, then they get a fleeting True Shot Barrage instead. And I think older foes spells cost 1. So that's pretty broken.
I know another route.
Kinda don't want to play anything here. Just want their board to be more full.
I thought you'd never ask.
Rather be anywhere than here. You'll never understand me.
And they lose.
How are the sunshine and rainbows?
I don't know what could possibly be good from an item chest, but I'm checking it out anyway. I'm going to Tahm Kench, whose power is Big Feast. When the foe summons a unit, grant it +0/+2.
The journey is difficult. These will protect you. If you find your style, you find yourself.
Table for one, give you the badge.
You still have it, Art. It's not even my birthday. You'll probably be happier without me anyway.
Oh no, nothing really matters, right?
Can you hear my eye?
Pablo's been down, but his knee out.
Ah, I told your ancestors to protect.
How are the sun?
And that is challenges 1 through 10. They were never going to be hard, and now they're also done. So that is all for this, and yeah, I don't know. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.